Alright, this next part is going to be the actual pass and review. This is where all the marching is actually done. As you noticed before, the flights themselves are actually just standing around for most of this. Once the honor guard is back in position, the triangle inversion is going to happen again. So, staff, change post, perch, about, face. Now they're going to be facing the colonel again, and the group commander is just going to salute Lieutenant Colonel Huber, but not actually say anything. And Colonel Huber is going to say, march the pass and review. And so the group commander, they're going to do another inversion to get back in regular formation. Staff, change post, perch, and about, pace. Now they're back in the original position, and the group commander is going to say really loud, because they're screaming across the, not screaming, just sounding off across the entire field. Pass in review, and they're going to drag it out like the adjutant did. The music is going to start. No, this is where the marching will actually begin. The Squadron 1 commander will give a column movement command. Alpha flight will go first, followed by Bravo flight. So Squadron 1 commander is going to, after hearing this, they're going to say column flight, column right. And quick note, the Alpha and Charlie flight commanders will respond to the Squadron commander at the same time, so it's not going to be like rippled. As soon as he says this, they're going to give supplementary commands to their flights.
These people need to move over here.
Yeah, and then after they get that to command, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so basically supplementary commands, because this Alpha flight's going to do a column right here to start the parade, and then Bravo, they can't do a column movement quite yet. Just because if they did, they will crash right into the back of Alpha flight. But what they're going to do is go ahead and move these people. Go ahead and move Alpha flight so that they're underway. So once they're in position, Cadet Chen's head's still going to be to his right after saying stand fast so that his people don't go. Cadet Chen's going to be looking over, and once he sees where Alpha flight is and that they're in the right position, then Cadet Chen's going to say column right, harch, and they're going to go right in behind. Just following behind Alpha flight. Okay? The Squadron commander will be about right here, off to the side, but like centered in between the two flights. Whenever they're marching, we're marching in a large square like this. Okay, so you're going to be doing all column lefts. So for those of you who have done squadron marching before, this is pretty easy. We did this in the parking garage. It's going to go, the squadron commander is going to say squadron, and then they're going to say flight. They're each going to say flight at the same time. And then the squadron commander is going to say column left.
Column left. Continue to march.
And the reason is if they do column left at the same time, we'll jack everything up. So they're going to follow behind, and then go ahead and move Alpha up here. Okay. So they're up here, and once Cadet Chen gets to the right spot, Bravo gets to the right spot, he's going to call column left on his own. He's going to say column left, harch. So they're going to be following behind Alpha flight still. Okay? And then remember the flight CCs, flight commanders are going to still have to give forward harch, because when you do a column movement, you go into half stance. Okay? The next thing is going to be eyes right. I'm going to read a little bit about that real quick. Eyes right will be executed 6 paces before and 6 paces after passing the cadre. Everyone that is not in the far right element, the element as close as the cadre, will turn their heads 45 degrees to the right on command, but will not look at the cadre. Eyes will be caged, staring blankly forward. So if the camera is a cadre right now, the third element will just keep looking forward because they're guiding. They keep everybody in line, but everybody else in the first and second elements will be marching like this. But their eyes will be caged. They won't actually be looking at the cadre. Okay. The officers will look to the cadre and render a salute. So if I'm a squadron commander, if I'm a flight commander, I'm gonna be marching like this. Because remember, whenever you're in details or anything, whenever you're like in a detail or something, the commander of that detail is going to salute, not everyone in that detail. Same with flights, flight commanders salute not the entire flight. And also, whenever eyes right is called, that's what we get to next. When you're about 12 to 18 paces away from the cadre, the squadron commander is going to say eyes. You're going to be marching. They're going to say eyes, and then on the command right, they're going to turn their heads to the right. And there's several off beats in there. It's not going to be like eyes right. It's going to be eyes, you son of a gun, right. And what that does is it allows the the guides to raise their guidons and then lower it in salute. Everyone understand? And so that's how the guides salute. Then everyone else is going to be saluting. Whenever it's eyes right, the officers are going to salute. And everyone else is just going to post their eyes to the right. So it's going to go, eyes, you son of a gun, right. And that's when the officers salute. But for the
just the squadron commanders, flight commanders, and the guides are saluting.
Just them. Everybody else is just turning their head. And then the guide is going to go, the guide is going to hear, eyes, you, sorry, let me do that one more time. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been a guide. Eyes, you, right. And that's when they lower it. Okay, let's see. And the way to get back from that, to get your eyes forward again, once you've passed the cadre, is you're gonna say the squadron commander is gonna say ready, and that's when a guide is gonna raise their guide up. It's gonna give them time. So squadron commander is gonna lower their salute so they can give the command, because you can't give commands while saluting. But you're gonna hear ready, front, and that's when the guide comes back down and everybody faces forward again. Okay. So there's gonna be, for whenever you're doing eyes right, it's gonna be eyes, you son of gun, right. Then ready, you son of a gun, front. Okay.
We still need to move these people.
Yeah. Let's do that right now. Alright, this is a pretty complicated step, because what has to happen, the group staff would actually be up here and they'd be in the way and they get run over. So what they're going to have to do as a group commander independently is just going to say, they're going to form a detail, and, let me see, they're just going to basically, this isn't like real true drill ceremonies, but what they're going to do is just basically lead this detail, give them like column movements, and basically guide over here, do a triangle inversion, staff change post arch, come like this, about face, so they're all facing this way. But we'll go over that more with the group staff. So basically, they're moving over here and then doing an about face, so they're out of the way. Because in reality, these people are going to be like right here. Okay. Good call, good, Taylor.
You just keep them there because we're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Now that we've alleviated any confusion. So now what we're going to be doing is everybody, goes around the field, they finish doing the marching and everything, and then they're going to be coming and approach. They're going to take a left here, and their starting positions are over here, right? So they have to get back to their starting positions. Alpha has to be right here, Bravo has to be right here, Charlie has to be up here. Okay? So note, each flight is now returning to their initial places on the field where they started the whole parade. This will be done using a column mass left. This is the unique thing about a column mass left is that unlike where the flight commander gave supplementary commands so that both flights didn't turn in at the same time, what I mean by that is like they gave supplementary commands so they didn't immediately both do a column right and crash into each other. Here we want the flights to do it at the same time. So basically, you see how they're marching like this? Then the squadron commander is going to call squadron mass left, and then they're going to say column left. So when it says mass, that means the entire squadron is doing it. So the squadron commander is going to call squadron mass left, column left, harch. So they're all going to do, yep, excellent. Squadron commander is going to be out here. Squadron commander kind of just auto-guides back to their position. So column mass left, both squadrons do a column left at the same time. So column mass left, column left for both of them. And the same thing happens with, even though there's only one flight in Charlie flight or in Squadron 2, they're just going to do the same thing, call column mass left, and they're going to call, the flight commanders are going to do column left. So the next thing that happens is all these people, all the flights and squadrons are going to move forward to about right here, and they're going to do the Airman's Creed. Okay? So the group commander is going to call group forward, and the squadron commanders are going to say forward and as an echo, and then harch. And then the group commander is going to have them stop. They're going to say group. Squadron commander is going to reply squadron. The group commander is going to say halt. And then as soon as they halt, whoever the group commander is, will say, begin the Airman's Creed. So I'm an American Airman, I am a warrior. And everybody will sound off as loud as they can and recite the Airman's Creed. So the next thing to be done is there's going to be another triangle inversion. The group staff is going to move back to their original position. The group commander is going to guide them basically. Okay. So they're going to have to address Colonel Huber again, so they're going to have to do another triangle inversion. So staff, change post, approach, about, haste. And then what happens is the group commander is going to salute Lieutenant Colonel Huber, and Lieutenant Colonel Huber is going to respond, dismiss the command. And then group commander lowers a salute, says, staff, change post, approach, about, haste. The squadron commander addressing the group commander addressing the squadron commanders is going to say, squadron commanders, take control of your squadrons to carry out the orders of the day. Then the group commander is going to salute Squadron Commander 1, then salute Squadron Commander 2. Then the squadron commanders are going to do an about haste. And they're going to say, flight commanders, take control of your flights and carry out the orders of the day. And each squadron commander is going to do this at the same time. This part doesn't have to be rippled. So they're going to salute each of the flight commanders. Flight commander is going to give an about haste. And they're going to command their flights fall out. That's it.